America's goods movement system is being challenged like never before. Freight traffic will double in the next decade, congestion will grow, and public demand for sustainable transportation, improved highway safety, and air quality will become more acute. Across America, government officials are seeking new ways to address these needs. 29 states to date have found a triple win in the PrePass electronic pre-clearance system that helps move the freight, reduce congestion, and improve highway safety and the environment.
I'm Dick Landis. I'm the President and CEO of Help Incorporated. We deploy the system called PrePass. PrePass is primarily focused on safety. It is focused on efficiency. It is focused on saving time, money, and fuel for the trucking industry and improving safety for the states that use it.
The public-private partnership that offers PrePass, called Help Incorporated, assists government officials address today's challenges quickly, effectively, and without new expenditures. Deployed in more than half of the states, PrePass enables qualified motor carriers to comply electronically with safety, credential, and weight requirements at highway speed. Close to 425,000 trucks are enrolled in PrePass, saving fuel, time, and money at nearly 300 locations from California to Virginia, Montana to New Mexico, and Ohio to Florida. And here's how it works. About 1 mile before the weigh station, participating trucks are identified using a PrePass transponder. A computer in the weigh station checks the company's safety rating and credentials. If everything checks out, a green light and audible signal direct the driver to bypass the weigh station. Otherwise, the driver is directed to enter the weigh station by a red light and a different audible signal.
PrePass checks, first of all, credentials, which is registration and insurance, for instance. It checks safety rating to make sure that it is not an unsafe carrier, and it checks weight. We have general guidelines that we try to keep common for the industry to understand, but each state has its own requirements, so each state sets its own rules.
Weigh station screening programs are only successful with significant motor carrier participation. With PrePass, state inspectors have a chance to review more vehicles than they did before PrePass.
It's been an excellent partnership. We started out clearing about 5% of the trucks when we first started. We're up to about 27% of all trucks coming through weigh stations in Virginia are cleared through PrePass.
PrePass allows us to, at our 10 locations, to probably screen 50% more trucks than we normally would because of the bypasses of the PrePass trucks. So it's a great tool for the state of Indiana.
With PrePass, states not only review more trucks, but spend more time with those most likely to be non-compliant.
PrePass equipped trucks have already been scanned. We know that they have a safety credential that's been checked. And so, yes, those trucks that bypass are more likely to have less problems than those who are not participating in the program.
By complying electronically at weigh stations, PrePass enables motor carriers to avoid potentially dangerous situations.
PrePass has been successful in Kansas and across the country. The system has generated millions of bypasses based on safety. And those bypasses by carriers who meet safety standards help improve traffic flow, efficiency, reduce congestion, and save fuel, time, energy, and money.
PrePass causes trucks to move through the weigh stations faster. It cuts down on backups at the entrance ramps. And in our case, it's cut down on the rear end collisions where cars or other vehicles run into trucks stopped on the highway.
The private sector also understands that PrePass helps make our highways safer.
By utilizing PrePass from the safety side of the house was very, very important. When you got a 73-foot vehicle, say you're at 80,000 pounds, it certainly takes a long time for it to accelerate and get up to acceptable speed limits getting onto the interstates. And we found that by PrePass, bypassing those scales, maintaining our safe speed, it just doesn't put you into those predicaments that would allow an accident to happen.
Some of them you will come out of the scales right out onto the highway, so it's and traffic is running down the road 65 and 70 miles an hour, then it's hard to blend in if you're doing 10 or 15 miles an hour.
Looking to the future, doing our part to improve the environment will be more and more important. PrePass has already made a contribution by eliminating nearly 300,000 metric tons of greenhouse gases and related pollutants from the air we breathe.
It's really a classic example of government coming together with private industry to solve a problem, to make our environment better, to make our economy stronger.
Since the inception of the PrePass program, it's really helped our environmental impact. It's removed 20,000 metric tons from our system. That's the equivalent of 3,500 cars being eliminated from the roadway, or the carbon footprint of 1,000 homes.
PrePass is great for everyone: drivers, the companies they drive for, government, the motoring public, and especially taxpayers. In most cases, the state pays no cost to deploy, maintain, or operate PrePass.
The states don't pay anything to be part of the PrePass system. The revenue that actually supports the PrePass system is generated from the trucking community, and they pay a monthly subscription fee for the privilege of bypassing the weigh stations should all their credentials check out and their weights be all right.
PrePass is about moving freight, eliminating congestion, and improving safety and the environment. It's about government and the private sector coming together to create a triple win.
PrePass is offered by a very unique public-private partnership of state and government officials who have come together in a nonprofit corporation and said, let's devise a system to move the freight.
More than anything else, PrePass has proven that it's a win-win for both government and the industry.
PrePass has been a very good deal for Virginia.
PrePass is a win-win for both the state and the motor carriers. If I could change anything about PrePass, I wouldn't. I think it provides a great value to the industry and to the jurisdictions.
I would call this about a triple win. It's a win for our economy, it's a win for the truckers, and it's a win for the environment.
PrePass. It helps keep your state competitive. It relieves congestion at weigh station choke points. It's about making highways safer for truckers and other highway users. And it's about making the air cleaner for your family today and future generations tomorrow. They say you're as good as the company you keep. At PrePass, we think we run with a pretty good crowd.